Hello there! A whole decade ago, Star Wars fans were introduced to the Ghost Crew when Star Wars Rebels premiered. So happy 10-year anniversary, Rebels! The Ghost Crew is a crew of rebels who have become such a staple in the Star Wars universe and have even been brought into live action in the Ahsoka show. And if you don't already know the Ghost Crew, it's never too late. Star Wars Rebels is just waiting for you to watch it. And even if you have doubts while watching the first couple of episodes, trust me, it'll grow on you because it grew on me for sure. And yes, I'm pretty young and I was a couple years late to watch this masterpiece, but I still just fell in love with it. I remember I just finished all of the released Clone Wars series and I thought nothing could ever live up to it, but then there was Rebels. Dave Filoni and everybody who worked on this project did like better than amazing, especially seeing how many creative limitations they had. And to give you another reason to watch it if you haven't already, we get some appearances from some pretty iconic characters in the Star Wars universe, and that means we get to see some pretty iconic weapons too, like the Darksaber, Ahsoka's sabers, and yeah, Maul's saber. Kanan, Hera, Zeb, Ezra, Sabine, and of course Chopper are the perfectly chaotic Star Wars found family, and we'll just have you feeling like the 7th member. Some people could call it just like a cartoon kids show, but trust me, it is so much more than that. You'll just have to watch it to see. And Rebels just wouldn't be what it is without the Ghost Crew's droid C110P. Chopper. To me, Chopper's just made Rebels complete. He's sort of like the Ghost Crew's like naughty and psycho little dog, except he speaks binary, which is what like the astromechs speak in Star Wars. I had so much fun throughout the show trying to like make out what he might be saying, and when I saw that he was gonna be in this Ahsoka show, I was just like way too excited. Yeah, Chopper has a crazy personality, and in honor of his sort of 10-year birthday, we're gonna be taking a quiz on starwars.com and seeing which Chopper I am today. Yeah, you can totally take this quiz with me on the Star Wars app. Okay, quiz. Which Chopper are you today? Are you built to be Harrison Dua's best friend or made to wreak havoc on the Empire? Over the last 10 years, Star Wars Rebels crew has really become like a second family to us. There's Space Mom Harrison Dula and Space Dad Kanan Jarrus. RIP. But you know who's the real hero of the budding rebellion is? Chopper, if you ask him. The Ghost Crew's resident droid helped train Ezra Bridger to become a Jedi, gave Sabine Wren a canvas for her impressive art, and seemed to always be ready with a quippy retort or Zeb, even if we don't all speak binary. So as we celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the premiere of Spark of the Rebellion, we have to ask, which Chopper are you today? Let's see. What is your go-to pastime? Reading. I tried to be a reader. The only book I actually liked was Thrawn, which yeah, Thrawn is in Rebels. I forgot to mention that. The screen premiere of like one of my favorite Star Wars characters ever. So doing puzzles, only when I'm extremely bored I'll do a puzzle. I don't really play video games because I sold the only thing I can play video games on. So I guess I'll say dancing. I don't really dance, whatever. My favorite film genre, not really spy thriller. I don't think comedies are always that funny. I don't like scary stuff. So I guess coming of age drama. There's a few good movies in that genre. How would your best friend describe you? You guys are my best friends. How would you describe me? I don't want to like call myself any of these, but kind? I don't know. Besides Hera, obviously, who's your favorite Ghost Crew member? I'm gonna say Ezra Bridger, our blueberry boy, if you know what I mean. If you lived in the Star Wars galaxy, what would you want to be? I feel like a smuggler and pod racer, kind of risky. That would be super exciting though. And I'd like to be a pilot like Hera or something. Like, come on, being a Jedi just seems like being life, especially if you're living in the pre-Revenge of the Sith time. But being a Jedi would be so fun, just to be able to spend time in the Jedi temple and use the Force, and there's just so many perks, you know? Oh yeah, and you can have some awesome lightsaber training, which I really want. So Jedi. My favorite season, I like all the seasons. There's different things about them that are great, but I'll say summer. You and a friend are planning a trip. What galactic snack do I take? Definitely a Melu run. They look so good in Rebels. There are always Melu runs present in Rebels.
Don't think he's taking Commander Melu run's orders anymore.
They just look so good. There's actually a fruit, I think it's called like a Kawano or something like that, and it looks exactly like a Melu run, and I really want one of those, and I'm a crazy fruit person. So Melu run. What's first on the to-do list once you get must-see tourist spot? Art museum? No. Themed escape room? No. The beach, of course. My favorite way to travel. I don't really bike. I don't like cars. Trains are meh. But flying, especially if Hera was the pilot, of course I want to fly. What makes me happy? Spending time with friends. I know I can watch a movie every night, but if it's a Star Wars movie, then having a movie night is definitely my favorite thing. Yes, I'm Hera's BFF Chopper. Oh my gosh. The Hera and Chopper duo in Rebels is just everything. Like, they're just best friends, and Chopper has been with Hera for such a long time, since she was a little kid. We see that in the Bad Batch. And spoiler, skip like 20 seconds ahead if you haven't watched Rebels. When Kanan dies and Chopper comes to hold Hera's hand, it's just like, just melts my heart. Says, Hera's friendship with Chopper has stood the test of time and countless battles against the Empire because she can rely on him no matter what. Facts. Yeah, and as it says at the bottom, Chopper's in Rebels and the Ahsoka show in live action. He's amazing in both. Random note about Rebels, this doesn't really relate, but I love like the distinct color palette. The main colors are oranges, purples, and greens, and they just look really good. I just love Chopper. He's my favorite droid of all time, and I just love Star Wars Rebels. It's definitely some peak Star Wars. So I'm glad we could honor the Ghost Crew today for their 10-year birthday. The exact release date was on October 3rd, but you know, it's around the same time. It's still 10 years. If you do this quiz, leave me a comment with what Chopper you are. And I'd love to just chat about Rebels with you and your favorite moments and just what you love about it, because there is so much that I left out of this video. And that's all for today. Once a rebel, always a rebel. Goodbye, and may the force be with you.